Implement small-scale and specialised production. Introduction. Re-engineering basically means starting over, throwing out all the notions of how work was done and deciding how it can be best done now. It requires identifying customer needs and then designing how it can be best done now. It requires identifying customer needs, then designing processes and aligning people to meet those needs. Business Process Re-engineering, BPR, is the analysis and redesign of workflows within and between enterprises in order to optimize end-to-end processes and automate non-value added tasks. BPR must be accompanied by strategic planning. Place the customer at the center of the re-engineering effort. Concentrate on re-engineering fragmented processes. BPR must be owned throughout the organization. Re-engineering definition. Re-engineering is the fundamental rethinking and radical redesign of business processes to achieve dramatic improvements in critical contemporary measures of performance, such as cost, quality, speed, and service. Harvard professor David Garvin, in his book Managing Quality, summarized 5 principal approaches to defining quality: transcendent, product-based, user-based, manufacturing-based, and value-based. The transcendental view of quality. Those who hold transcendental view would say, "I can't define it, but I know when I see it." Strategy for BPR project. The productivity has come to mean more output for the same or less cost. Productivity has become a tactical short-term approach associated with cost reduction, greater efficiency, better use of resources and organisational restructuring. For successful execution of the BPR project for textile fabric manufacturer, 6 phases were recommended. Identify key business processes that need improving and automating. Identify key people and communications necessary in each process flow. Map as-is and to-be process flows. Develop a strategic plan to implement the new process flow. Implementing the developed strategy. Optimizing and improving the process once implemented. Lean manufacturing. According to Industrial Point of View, lean manufacturing, LM, is an integrated socio-technical system whose main objective is to eliminate waste by concurrently reducing or minimizing supplier, customer and internal variability. Namely, LM is a philosophy of production that emphasizes on the minimization of the amount of all the resources used in the various activities of the enterprise, keeping in mind the requirements that have to be met. It involves identifying and eliminating non-value-adding activities in the design, production, supply chain management and dealing with customers. Lean implementation. Lean implementation is, therefore, focused on getting the right things at the right time in the right quantity to achieve perfect workflow while minimizing waste and being flexible and able to change. The different barriers in successful implementation of Lean are the following. A. First barrier in Lean is staff. The change is not acceptable for comfortable people. B. Another is the lower level management. Both management and lower staff have to adopt Lean as a philosophy. C. Demand volatility is another factor which falls in the barrier of implementing Lean. E. Lack of planning is a pitfall in implementation. Lean tools and techniques can serve benefits for short-run period. Quick response. Lawson defines QR, quick response, such as a state of responsiveness and flexibility in which an organisation seeks to provide a highly diverse range of products and services to a customer or consumer in the exact quantity, variety and quality, and at the right time, place and price as dictated by real-time customer or consumer demand. A manufacturing company's survival is an increasingly competitive market, closely depends upon its ability to produce high-quality product at reasonable cost and in a timely manner with the shortest possible lead time. The goal of the manufacturing system is long-term survival and increasingly competitive market. Just-in-time, JIT. Just-in-time, JIT is a management philosophy and not a technique. It is referred as the production of goods to meet customer demand exactly, in time, quality and quantity, whether the customer is the final purchaser of the product or another process further along the production line. JIT is one form of re-engineering. It was used at the Nippon Wireless and Telegraph Company in Japan in the early 1960s. There are 5 major potential benefits of the JIT manufacturing system. These benefits are the following. A. Reduction in inventory. B. Quality improvement. C. Increased productivity. D. Increased profit margin. E. Increased competition position. Raw materials or semi-finished goods are supplies to the JIT finished goods manufacturer frequently and at short notice. Thus, the inventory investment necessary when using JIT is close to zero. Product development and product life. In the traditional sense, product development is the process of improving existing products or converting new ideas into innovative products and find new market opportunities for existing intellectual properties. From a product development viewpoint, the key factor is the coordination in the performance status of the product in the marketplace, or the stage is the product life cycle. Product life cycle consists of 4 common phases of product performance: initiation, growth, maturity and decline. The material section is an essential phase of the product design cycle. The raw material should be made in view of the technology involved. For instance, a ring-spun yarn instead to make strong and comfortable fabrics. Conventional cotton polyester blends are considered. The addition of polyester can indeed provide more choices in the design analysis. Quick response. QR is a management concept created to increase customer satisfaction and survive increasing competition from new competitors. It intends to shorten the lead time from receiving an order to delivery of the products and increase the cash flow. QR is an essential requirement to streamline the design, manufacturing and logistics processes to meet the rapid changing customer demand. With the basic fashion category, QR Concepts places much focus on the relationship between retailers and the manufacturers of the product. The building of the infrastructure to support the growth has been summarized by A. Introduction of the basic QR technologies. B. Internal process re-engineering via technological and institutional advancement. Electronic communication for replenishment, ARP, Automatic Replenishment Program. Re-engineering examples in textile industry. The re-engineering in order to designing processes in the small-scale textile industry. Some examples are indicated here. Commercial dyeing can be described as a method of colouring a textile material in which a dye is applied to the substrate in as uniform a manner as possible to obtain an even shade, levelling dyeing, with a performance and fastness appropriate to its final end use. The finishing, including wrinkle resistance, flame treatments, anti-static, nano finishes, anti-odour and antimicrobial finish fabrics, and durable press finishes, hydrophilicity, hydrophobicity and soft hand. Nowadays, advanced finishing treatment going in the way of obtaining smart fabrics with performance characteristics that can accommodate changing environmental conditions, e.g. thermal adapted finish and self-cleaning treatments. Technical textile products. Technical textile product performance characteristics that can reflect all applications that a product may be used for. The first key components contributing to the product performance characteristic are fibre attributes. Technical textile product performance characteristics depending on the intended function. These include durability, dimensional stability, heat resistance, biodegradation, soil compatibility, solar radiation resistance, fatigue resistance, chemical resistance, frost resistance, wind breaking, thermal screening, hail resistance, gas release and chemical penetration. Business network. Keiretsu is a business network composed of manufacturers, supply chain partners, distributors and financiers who remain financially independent but work closely together to ensure each other's success. Supply chain management, SCM, is the oversight of materials, information and finances as they move in a process from supplier to manufacturer to wholesaler to retailer to consumer. Supply chain management involves coordinating and integrating these flows both within and among companies. It is said that the ultimate goal of any effective supply chain management system is to reduce inventory.